Welcome to Rabbi's Story, guys. As the rain beats down tonight, let's dive into stories that'll make your heart race. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss the story. Brace yourself. It's about to get creepy. Let's begin. Cell 3B. I worked night shifts at the old county jail for almost 11 years. It was a relic: cracked walls, rusted bars, plumbing that sounded like it was screaming half the time. The kind of place that should have been torn down decades ago, but they kept it open because it was just good enough. It was mostly empty when I worked there. We only kept a few inmates in the older wing, low-risk types. The rest had been moved to the new facility on the other side of town. So most nights, it was just me, a few cameras, and that long, echoing corridor of cells that hadn't seen light in years. Except for Cell 3B. They never used 3B. Never assigned inmates to it. I asked once, early on. My supervisor said, "It's condemned. Leave it alone." That was it. End of story. So I did. Until the night it opened itself. I was doing my rounds like usual. Midnight. Everything quiet. The other cells were locked. The lights dimmed. I was walking down the row when I noticed something strange. 3B's door was wide open. Now these old cells don't just open. You need a key. They clank. They scream when they move. But I didn't hear a thing. I called it in. Dispatch thought I was mistaken. Said no one should be in that wing. I stepped inside, flashlight up. The cell looked like it hadn't been touched in years. Dust everywhere, rust on the bed frame, chains hanging off the wall. Cold, but then I saw the writing, scratched into the stone wall, deep and rough. Still here. I backed out, locked the door, walked faster than I probably should have. I told myself I imagined it. Maybe someone broke in. Maybe it was an old message. I logged it, shrugged it off. But the next night, 3B was open again. This time, there was something on the bed. A prisoner uniform. Old, dirty, folded perfectly. And on top of it, a tooth, human, yellowed, fresh blood on the root. No one had been in or out. I checked the cameras. Playback showed static. Just for that wing. Just for that hour. I asked around. Quietly, a retired guard finally told me the story. Back in the 60s, an inmate hung himself in Cell 3B. Accused of killing 3 girls. Swore he didn't do it. Said he was innocent up until the end. Wrote "still here" on the wall with his own blood before he died. They closed the cell after that. Said weird things happened. Inmates in nearby cells reported seeing someone standing in 3B at night, whispering through the bars, screaming during lockdowns, even when it was empty. After that night, I started hearing things too. Footsteps when I was alone. Keys rattling when mine weren't moving. A voice in the intercom, soft and broken, saying, "I didn't do it." The final straw was 2 weeks later. I was watching the monitors when I saw someone standing inside 3B, facing the wall, wearing that same old uniform. I ran down there fast. When I got there, cell was empty, but the uniform was back on the bed. And this time, there were 3 teeth, lined up perfectly. I handed in my notice the next morning. That jail's shut down now. Abandoned, boarded up. But if you ever walk past it at night, especially around midnight, you might hear a door clank open. And if you do, don't look inside Cell 3B, because he's still here.